Travel insurance sounds simple until a flight is canceled, luggage disappears, a passport is lost, or someone gets sick far from home. Then the details matter quickly. Travel insurance is not a magic refund button. It is a policy with covered reasons, limits, documents, deadlines, and exclusions. Travel insurance is coverage designed to protect certain financial risks connected to a trip. Depending on the policy, it may cover trip cancellation, trip interruption, medical emergencies, emergency evacuation, baggage loss, travel delay, missed connections, or rental car issues. The exact benefits depend on the plan purchased. Trip cancellation coverage can reimburse prepaid, non-refundable trip costs if you cancel for a covered reason. Covered reasons may include serious illness, injury, death of a close family member, severe weather, jury duty, or other listed events. Changing your mind is usually not covered unless the policy includes a special cancel for any reason option. Trip interruption applies after the trip has started. If you must return home early because of a covered emergency, the policy may reimburse unused prepaid costs and extra transportation. For example, if a traveler becomes seriously ill abroad and must fly home, interruption coverage may help with the changed plans. Travel medical coverage matters because regular health insurance may not work the same way outside your country or network. A fall, infection, accident, or hospital visit abroad can become expensive. Travel medical coverage can help pay eligible emergency medical costs, but limits and exclusions must be checked. Emergency evacuation coverage can be especially important in remote areas or places with limited medical facilities. It may help pay transportation to a suitable hospital or sometimes back home if medically necessary. Evacuation can cost far more than a normal flight because it may involve medical staff, special transport, or coordination. Baggage coverage can reimburse for lost, stolen, or damaged luggage up to policy limits. It may also cover delayed baggage so the traveler can buy essentials while waiting. But expensive items like jewelry, electronics, cameras, or sports equipment often have sub-limits or documentation requirements. Travel delay coverage helps when a covered delay forces extra meals, hotel stays, or transportation. Policies usually require a minimum delay period before benefits apply. A 2-hour delay may be annoying but not covered. An overnight delay caused by weather or airline problems may trigger benefits if the policy terms allow it. Pre-existing medical conditions are a major detail. Some policies exclude them unless the traveler qualifies for waiver by buying coverage soon after the first trip payment and meeting other conditions. Someone with a known health issue should not assume travel insurance will automatically cover a related cancellation or medical claim. The phrase covered reason is central. A policy may cover cancellation because of illness but not because the destination no longer feels exciting. It may cover severe weather that shuts down travel but not ordinary rain. The reason for the loss must match the policy wording. Cancel for any reason coverage is broader but usually costs more and may reimburse only a percentage of the trip. It often must be purchased within a short window after the initial trip deposit. It gives flexibility, but it is not the same as getting every dollar back under every condition. Claims require documentation. A medical cancellation may need a doctor's note. Lost baggage may need an airline report. A delay may need proof from the carrier. Non-refundable trip costs may need receipts and booking terms. Without records, even a valid claim can become difficult to process. Limits decide how much the policy pays. A plan may cover up to a certain amount for medical care, baggage, delay, or cancellation. The traveler should compare limits with the real cost of the trip and destination. A low medical limit may be inadequate for expensive healthcare countries. Exclusions can include risky activities, alcohol-related incidents, certain destinations, pandemics depending on policy wording, illegal acts, known events, or travel against government advice. Adventure trips require special attention. Skiing, diving, mountain climbing, or motorbike riding may need specific coverage. Some credit cards include travel protection, but benefits vary widely. A card may cover rental cars or baggage delay but not medical emergencies. It may require that the trip be paid with that card. Travelers should read the benefit guide instead of assuming the card replaces a full travel policy. Buying coverage early can matter. Some benefits are available only if the policy is purchased soon after the first trip payment. Waiting until a storm is already named, a strike is announced, or symptoms appear may be too late. Insurance generally protects against uncertain future events, not known problems. Imagine a traveler books a non-refundable family trip and then breaks a leg before departure. If the policy lists serious injury as a covered reason and documentation is provided, trip cancellation coverage may reimburse eligible prepaid costs. If the traveler simply decides the trip is too expensive, standard cancellation coverage usually will not help. Travel insurance is more valuable when the trip is expensive, prepaid, international, medically risky, remote, or hard to reschedule. A cheap domestic weekend trip may not need much coverage. A costly overseas trip with elderly relatives, connections, tours, and non-refundable hotels deserves a closer look. Travel insurance works by matching a covered loss to a covered reason, within limits, with documentation. The policy can be extremely useful, but only when the traveler understands what it does and does not cover before the trip begins. Trip cancellation is one of the most misunderstood parts. A plan may cover cancellation for illness, injury, severe weather, or specific listed events, but not simply changing your mind. If the reason is not covered, the trip cost may not be reimbursed. The policy wording decides the difference between disappointment and a valid claim. Medical coverage matters most when traveling somewhere your normal health plan does not work well. A broken ankle abroad can create hospital bills, transport problems, translation issues, and payment demands before treatment. Travel insurance may help, but only if the destination, activity, and medical situation fit the policy terms. Baggage coverage sounds simple, but it has limits. A delayed suitcase may trigger a small allowance for essentials. A lost suitcase may require airline reports, receipts, and proof of value. Expensive cameras, jewelry, sports gear, or laptops may have lower sublimits than travelers expect. Documentation can decide the claim. Keep booking confirmations, airline messages, medical notes, police reports, baggage reports, and receipts for emergency purchases. Travel problems often happen quickly, but insurers still need proof that the covered event occurred and that the claimed cost is real. The practical move is to match the plan to the trip. A weekend road trip, a cruise, a ski holiday, a business conference, and a long international vacation do not carry the same risks. The right travel insurance starts with what could realistically go wrong on that specific trip. Timing also matters. Some benefits may only apply if the policy is bought soon after booking the trip, especially for certain cancellation or pre-existing condition protections. Waiting until a problem is already visible can turn insurance from protection into something that no longer responds. Before buying, compare the trip cost, destination, health needs, activities, cancellation risk, and existing protections from cards or airlines. The best travel insurance is not the most expensive plan by default. It is the plan whose covered risks match the real ways your trip could go wrong.